answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, third it down, sit in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love to hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Shit won't stay.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Don't blow me out, Pat, man. I'm garbage out here, bro.
The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
57,
Now it's Watson. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance counts.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Who got 17? Who got 17? We got trips over here. Trips over here. 47. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
First down, Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cover 3 on me.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
47. 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Prescott down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Good shit, boy.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got me, right? Don't be scared of it. Mike 50. Mike 50.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Carl Nassib. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the run, Watson going to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across.
Micah Hyde.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Come on,
in terms
bro.
at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that
I
was
ain't trying to run
when
with
they
a
called the
power
play, just
set,
get
my
out of the
nigga.
end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Ertz has it left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll toss it to Hunt. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Back up, nigga.
From the gun, Watson escapes the sack. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but the ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief
Go.
all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch 47. Watch the screen. Here you go. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go, Hollywood! Let's go, Hollywood! Let's go, Hollywood!
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Let's go, Hollywood!
Capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that,
I see you out there, young man.
That's right.
this is almost like basketball down the stretch, right?
Let's
You
go.
get a 2-for-1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And
What's
he's not
up,
gonna
baby?
go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest.
Needed that play. God damn. Boy, been having me in some pants out
EA
here.
Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All
Act
right,
like you
Coach,
know how to play
thank
some
you.
Madden,
Welcome
bruh.
everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
What you do?
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big
Hush.
guys who can't move.
Out here getting my
and
ass
more
whooped
and
by
more guys who are
Pat.
a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yeah.
So from the 36
All-time
now, first
rivalry
and
right
10.
here. The homie.
Running on first down, Eckler.
Get out the, oh my God, get out the way. Good move, Ed.
41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Check the out. Check the out. Hey. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, pick your
The backup Stidham, his first throw. Pressure from his wing, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Avery Williamson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Good shit, boy. I had a backup in. I'm tripping. Gotta look at them formations. In the ball, dumbass.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 50. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. You can't block me. Hustle. Check. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as
And
this
the
one's sent
defense.
away.
Fuck. Garbage out here, man.
Come on. Check 31.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert. 57, check tight.
To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Watson on 1st down.
Get to him.
The Dolphins get there this
Get to
time.
him.
They bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
57.
Watson operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Oh, come on, bruh.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go, 47. Get that ball. Get that ball.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm blocking that side, yo.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Game's going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now a
kick the ball
down there, It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Check. 57, Mike 57.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 50, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert! Undercut. Check.
Here's Watson to throw again. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's caught. Stills, right side. And he's in. Touchdown.
Joe.
Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose
come
football.
on. Oh, come on.
And they're going to be
Come on, EA.
at the 15.
Not right now,
How many
bro.
times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just
Absolutely.
scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. On first down, Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown. Patriots. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Prescott on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Benjamin's got it. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Fuck the shit
2
out
minutes
of me,
left to
man.
play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Prescott completes it to Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. On first and 10, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down, 3 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip left, rip left.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Hunt. And he cuts it back. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
What's up,
Later on
Dutch?
to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. The Jaguars able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their second on the young season. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return.
Bitch ass,
He gets it
now
out
I'll
to
cut
the
you, hoe ass
25-yard
nigga.
line. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Fight foul, bro.
A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
My bad. That's on me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for New England, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
What would you do if you and me didn't have? Look in the mirror. that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat or watch TV. How you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions when I speak the listen. Couldn't find the social vision. Who the cool, it wasn't true. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys in the Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys in the Shawshank. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damaging. They react and play it back on the camera. High boys, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leave some of beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warrior. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring the dash. Got it on, smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate, I top me. I do my dance, jump in the stands. Number the man, or jump with the hands. Body could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, put in the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slip on the team, now they over me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can drop it to do like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. We call ourselves making a name. I put on the jets, the coast is ready, but letting them stay in the game. Team around to the tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I took off, move, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Keep the pocket like plastic. We're gonna blitz, packet. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey y'all dash. 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 Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Say pack it already new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Get a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off each store. Got locks, I got some tested shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up the pub out and pull on. Head up and head on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a cruise. On receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
What's up, buddy?
Touchdown. 11 a.m. checked out, my giver, one foul, get to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the emotion is reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mattress. Plus all the boys got expensive habits. I know what they figure, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to obey it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit it here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made the put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. Forget it, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.